What's good, YouTube? It's your boy PNF Keith, man. We back with another banger. As you can see by the title, this nigga is a psychopath. He killed his niece, his 2-year-old niece, and his own sister. Literally. Niggas be throwed off now. Something be wrong with people. About to find out what's going on over, bro, and why he did this. Because there's no reasonable explanation for why you killing your own sister and your 2-year-old niece. So let's figure out what's going on with this nigga, man. I don't like this.
A brutal crime and the possibility of everything being prevented leaves Houston devastated and a family broken. What's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. In this video, we're going to be speaking on a Houston man that was found asleep covered in blood after killing his own sister and 2-year-old
Nigga killed him and took a nap.
I don't understand hurting your own sister, hurting a woman, hurting another person, period. But what possessed you to hurt this baby?
His so-called friends laced him on some fake weed and it him up. So he come home on the rampage.
She was defenseless. She can't do anything. She posed no threat to you.
My daughter was able to get to the police and told him, don't knock on the door because she got a camera up there. Don't knock on the door. Kick it in.
Somebody with this little regard for human life, somebody that's willing to stab a 2-year-old to death is not somebody we can have.
Bro, how the fuck you got it in you to stab a 2-year-old, bro? I don't think I could ever stab anybody, period. This nigga stabbed a fucking 2-year-old. Your niece at that, bro. What the fuck be wrong with people?
Walking out into society.
November 29th, 2024, it was just after 3 a.m. when a patrol unit in Houston was flagged down by a concerned citizen who had stated a woman and child were being held hostage in an apartment. The citizen would identify 29-year-old Kendrick Fisher,
Let's look at him.
stating he was the...
Let's look at him. Like, he looked like something wrong with him. He got like a weird head shape. That shit like a square.
man behind the chaos.
Look like a nigga
Lives
was
at
guilty.
stake and no time to waste, officers breached the third-floor apartment with guns drawn. To their surprise, it was eerily quiet inside
the ugly, dirty
as they
niggas.
observed Kendrick covered in blood, asleep on the couch. Placing him in handcuffs, officers were met with a dreadful silence as they called out to the hostages. Still alert, they began searching room by room until they made the horrific discovery. 28-year-old Janine Fisher laid with her 2-year-old daughter Carly by her side. They'd been stabbed multiple times and pronounced dead at the scene. It was clear what had taken place, and officers would observe Kendrick had injuries consistent with a violent altercation, meaning Janine had fought for her life and her daughter's life, only to be overpowered by her own brother. A convicted felon,
Just look at this
Kendrick
nigga.
had been released
Looking like
last
Julius
December
Randle.
after a 7-year prison sentence for armed robbery. He'd receive additional time after being caught with contraband inside of prison.
Yeah.
Struggling to find...
Is that Julius Randle? Who the fuck on? Let me find out Julius Randle out here. Look at bro and then look at him. What the fuck going on?
his way in society, he moved in with his sister, causing concern in the apartment complex. Speaking with neighbors, investigators would be told Kendrick
Nigga
gave them
Julius Randle
eerie
gave up
feelings
balls.
as they knew about his
Turned to a
past
serial killer.
and questioned if he'd changed. Investigators were unable to come to a conclusion as to why he snapped, but Kendrick's mother would come forward stating her daughter and granddaughter could have been saved.
It already beat the hell out of me. I left I seen it the last
That's
time.
wild, bro.
So he come home on the rampage. I put him out. I'm his mom. I put his out. He threatened the whole family to kill.
So the
Joanna
nigga just
Fisher stated
mentally
she
ill.
repeatedly
Nigga
reached out to
already
law
grown up.
enforcement, hoping to get her son admitted into a mental institution due to his mental health struggles. On November 24th, 5 days before the fatal incident, he tried to attack her, which had never
Nigga
happened
really look
before.
like Julius Randle though. I guess he said, fuck it, ball ain't working out. Let me go kill my own family.
She filed a report with the police stating the family called the police after Kendrick attempted to steal money, leading to the altercation. The family told police Kendrick threatened his mother, and she said he struck her, destroying property within her home until he was physically pushed out. But according to Joanna, the police did nothing. It would later be discovered Gianna called 911 herself hours before being killed. She told the 911 operator to kick in the door instead of knocking, but instead, a responding officer went to the apartment and left after no one answered the door or responded to calls. Had the officer forced entry, he would have discovered the hostage situation instead of a murder scene. Kendrick Fisher has been charged with 2 counts of capital murder for the brutal death of his sister.
Give him the death penalty, bro. Literally, give him the chair.
And because Texas
Put him in the
is
chair
Texas,
and
he
stab him
now
over 1,000
faces
times.
death by execution. A punishment many would deem fitting for a man who's able to
he
kill his
deserves
own
that shit,
flesh
bro.
and blood and then sleep as their blood dried on his skin. It's unclear and unlikely any officers will face negligence for their failure to discover the situation sooner. If it's true that a call was made by Janine and an officer arrived only to leave as no one was hurt inside, the Fisher family may be looking at a possible lawsuit. But for now, 2 funerals and a trial is all the future holds.
Wicked,
Now,
bro.
this is a devastating and scary case because you can't just put every convicted felon into a box, but you can't ever predict who's gonna snap. Now, we don't know what exact mental health struggles he was going through, but 7 years in prison is bound to have an effect on you, and that goes for anybody. No one really comes home from prison completely normal. You're gonna be subjected to things that
That's
you
why I'm not
haven't
going to prison.
seen or been
Respectfully.
through unless you grew up in a violent environment, because that's what prison is. It's the gladiator school. You're seeing stabbings and fighting. You become used to negativity. It's not a friendly place.
You surrounded by a bunch of men all day, 24/7. Niggas who in there for killings, all type crazy shit. So of course you're gonna be surrounded by negativity, and that shit might rub off on you eventually. And now you a negative person. Somebody gonna eventually fuck with you. You're gonna have to defend yourself. Even if you're the fucking brightest person in the world, you're gonna eventually come out of there fucked up from what you seen, what you had to do to survive, all types of. Stay in the house. Stay out the streets.
Anger and evil thrives inside of every single prison across the country. It was alleged that the mother was blaming laced marijuana. Maybe she was mixing that up with K2 when he started smoking K2, which can cause psychosis. I don't know if I can go for that because I myself have smoked it along with plenty of other people. And I never felt like killing a woman or a child. Now, like I said, Texas is Texas, and he's facing execution. Will he get it? I have no idea. How long will it take?
Should.
I'm not sure. I'm sure it's going to take some time. But there's also the possibility he either gets an insanity plea or pleads out to a life sentence, and then he just, gets the shit stabbed out of him in prison. Which would almost be an eye for an eye, since that's what he did to his own family. But even though he snapped, it's kind of like when a pit bull snaps, right? That pit bites your kid or bites your wife. The love for the dog is still there, but you understand that dog can't be there anymore. And it needs to be removed.
Perfect way to put it.
That's more or less how I feel about this situation. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. Rest in peace to the victims. If any of y'all find a GoFundMe for the mother or daughter, please drop it in the comment section so I can pin it. This is the holiday season.
That's a sad story, not gonna lie, bro. 2-year-old, and then your own sister you killed. That's crazy, John. Either he just mentally thrown off and he just got issues up here, or he just really hated them and don't give a fuck. He deserved the death penalty though, for sure, man. Give him the chair, stab him a million times, shoot him a million times, whatever you gotta do. He deserved that shit, bro. Little girl didn't even get to live her life. 2 years old, this nigga stabbed her. Then he took a nap after he did this shit. Like it didn't bother him at all. They blood all on you, ain't even washed the shit off. That's a sad job, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments, though. Y'all think he should get the death penalty or just a regular life sentence, man? Let me know how y'all feel. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. You made it this far, man. We're on the road to 1K. Come join the family, man. Let's build. With that being said, peace.